Hello viewers, today we're going to be doing two unboxings here. Today we're going to be unboxing my Delta Airbus A350-900 and my United Boeing 757-200, also known as the Flying Pencil. We're going to take a look at the smaller aircraft first, and then we'll go to my Airbus. So here's my Boeing 757-200. This is a narrow body airliner developed by Boeing, and it's one of the longest narrow body airliners ever made. Airbus's version of the Boeing 757 Flying Pencil is the Airbus A321. We are going to go ahead and start off by unboxing the plane. But before we do that, we're going to read you some information. The Boeing 757-200 was originally designed to replace the famous 727-200. Airlines were in need of an aircraft with a slightly higher passenger capacity, yet it had to be superior economically. With orders from the initial launch customers, Eastern Airlines and British Airways, the 757-200 became really the prototype and became realty. The prototype was first flown on February 19, 1982, and upon completing certification, was launched into service by Eastern Airlines on January 1, 1983. Although originally delivered with Rolls-Royce engines, certain airlines opted for Pratt & Whitney powered aircraft. Over the life of the 757, both engines have been proven to be quite popular for their respective customers. As the service fleet of 757-200s grew, Boeing stretched the 757-200 to offer even greater capacity. Existing 757-200 customer Condor Airlines of Germany was the launch customer for the stretched version identified as the Boeing 757-300, which entered service in early 1999. The Boeing 757-300 is the longest single-aisle twin jet ever built. From 1981 to 2004, a total of 1,050 757s were built. Today, more than half of them remain in service with many airlines and governments around the world. Now, before we unbox the plane, we're going to go over the specifications of the aircraft. The livery is United Airlines. Aircraft type, Boeing 757-224. The serial number is 28968. Line number 791. Registration November 48127. Engines are two Rolls-Royce RB211 535AB. First flight was February 13th, 1998, so exactly 25 years ago from yesterday. Delivery date was December 16th, 2010. The maximum takeoff weight for this aircraft is 255,000 pounds. The cruising speed is 531 miles per hour. The range is 4,005 miles. The seating is 200 in mixed class. Now we are going to go ahead and unbox the aircraft. The aircraft itself is a rather small variant because, as they said, the 757 is a narrow-body airliner. So we're going to start off by opening this flap right here, which opened quite easily. And we're going to carefully pull our plane out of the package. Now we are looking at the plane itself. And as you can see, this is the packaging it comes with. The Boeing 757 was a pretty popular plane, with over 1,000 built. Now we're going to go ahead and carefully lift. We're going to go ahead and carefully lift our top plaque off right here and reveal the plane. And here is our plane right here. We're going to go ahead and now give you a closer look. Here's the aircraft itself. As you can see, this is the 757. This is the Flying Pencil. So you can see here, we got some really nice detailing on the plane. The windows were beautifully done. Lots of detailing on the wings. Also, flap and aileron detailing is really well done too. Also, your spoilers and slats, they're also looking really nice as well. Looking at the cockpit, you can see very nicely detailed as well. Also, you got realistic landing gear that actually works, so you can move the aircraft about, which I think is really, really spectacular. And there's our United globe. And also, here's your tail, which you can see right here. Very well done. And also, you can see a very, very nicely done United globe, along with the registration on the plane. Aircraft was very well done. So Gemini Jets, so huge shout out to Gemini Jets for making some awesome collectible aircraft. My first 3 products I bought from them, I absolutely love them. Gemini Jets, thank you very much for such awesome items you make for collectors. We'll be right back to show you our other plane that we got from Gemini Jets. Here's my other aircraft I got from Gemini Jets. This is my Korean Air Boeing 777-300ER, which we featured in our first Gemini Jets video. So before we move on to the A350, I'm going to give my initial opinions of what I think of the plane. Aircraft is very nicely detailed. Aircraft also looks incredibly realistic. And also looks very good. And as you can see, we can move it. So really, really cool. So now we're going to move on to our next plane. Here's my other aircraft I got from Gemini Jets. As you can see, this is my Delta Airbus A350. This is very similar to the Boeing 777 in response to the 787 Dreamliner. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner was popular because it is a great aircraft. And Airbus responded with the A350, with the Airbus A350-1000 being the size of a Boeing 777-200. This is the Delta version, and yes, this is another flaps down, by the way, so you can see right here on the box. It's really, really, really nice box too. I always keep my boxes I get from my aircraft I buy and collect. Oh, sorry, I gotta get a little drink. So this is the Airbus A350-900, as you can see right here. Flaps down variant, so it looks really cool. And then here it says adult collectible model. It's not for children under 14 years. So other than that, the box, there's not really much anything interesting on the box. So you got your Delta Spirit, dedicated to all Delta employees worldwide. Keep climbing together. So this one we're going to go right to the unboxing, but before we do that, let's get you the specifications, and we'll go over them as well. The Airbus A350-900 was originally conceived back in September 2004 as a planned successor to the successful A330, A340 line, which I do have an A330. The project was officially launched on October 6, 2005. It is Airbus' first design encompassing the use of carbon fiber throughout the structure of the aircraft to increase efficiency by reducing weight and improving aerodynamics. First flown on June 14, 2013, the initial aircraft has now been delivered to launch customer Qatar Airways, which took delivery of their first aircraft on January 15, 2015. The Airbus A350 is a large aircraft and can seat up to 550 passengers in an all-economy, high-density configuration with provisions to have up to an 8,000-mile range. The original initial 900 model will feature a 219.5-foot fuselage. Two later models would consist of a shorter 800 model with a 198.6-foot length and a stretched variant to identify as the 1000 with a 242-foot wingspan or length. So we're going to compare that real quick to my Boeing 777-300, and we'll see if I was right or wrong about the 200. Alright, I was wrong. It's the same length. The 1000 is the same length as this one right here. Boeing 777-300. So I was wrong. So how about that? Finally, for once I got something wrong. So there we go. All aircraft will share the same 213-foot wingspan and will feature similar Rolls-Royce Trent XWB new technology engines. Specifications: livery, Delta Airlines. Aircraft type, Airbus A350-941. Serial number, 135. Registration, November 502 Delta November. Engines, two Rolls-Royce Trent XWB. First flight, July 20th, 2017. Delivery date, August 8th, 2017. Maximum takeoff weight, 617,300 pounds. Cruising speed, 561 miles per hour. Range, 9,320 miles. Seating, 315 mixed class. Now we're going to go ahead and unbox the beauty. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to carefully unbox our aircraft. Which we unbox from right here. Carefully open that up. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to unbox our plane. There we go. Now we have the actual aircraft. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to carefully lift, just like on the flying pencil. And that'll lift right off. And now we are looking at the aircraft itself. Here is my A350-900, and just to give you an idea of the size of the aircraft, we're going to take a look at my Boeing 777-300 next to it. As you can see, there's quite a bit of a size difference between the aircraft, with the Boeing 777 being a little 300 being a tad bit larger than the A350-900. The A350-1000 is the same size as a Boeing 777-300ER. So the Airbus A350-1000 and the Boeing 777-300 are practically cousins. Looking at the Airbus here, you can tell that the engines are Rolls-Royce Trent XWB. So now we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at the plane. So here you can see we have our aircraft itself, very nicely done. So you got your realistic roof antennas on top. And we also have, realistic pods and everything. Also, really nice job on the Delta logo, too. So another awesome product from Gemini Jets. And here you can see the flaps down, which is a really cool feature that some of these aircraft have. And I think it's really cool how this one is a flaps down variant, just like my Korean Air 777, which is really cool. Take a look at some of the details on the plane. There's a very nicely done cockpit. It looks phenomenal. Engines are very nicely detailed. Very, very realistic. Also, landing gear, it moves, which is really, really cool. So definitely very cool how the landing gear can move. Also, you got your Delta right down below, which I think is really, really neat. And also, a very nicely done aircraft. So you can see these are my two flaps down variants that I have. And to give you a comparison, let's add the pencil. Look at the size difference of the three planes. 757 in the middle, and the two larger aircraft on the right, in the left and the right. So there we have it, my three Gemini Jets in my collection. My Airbus A350-900, my Boeing 757-200, and my Korean Air Boeing 777-300ER. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you for another unboxing video.